Welcome. You are watching AN News. We bring you the most important stories from around the world and our country. Fast, reliable, and accurate. Stay informed, stay ahead.
China's Xi steals the limelight in a defiant push against US-led world order. As the cannon fire echoed through Tiananmen Square, even before the first set of troops goose-stepped their way through Beijing's Central Avenue, the day's most enduring image unfolded. China's President Xi Jinping welcomed North Korea's Kim Jong-un with a long handshake, then moved on to greet Russia's Vladimir Putin, and then walked to his seat, flanked by two of the world's most sanctioned leaders. It was sheer political theater. And it was this meeting, rather than the weaponry, that appears to have irked US President Donald Trump. As the parade began, Trump sent a sharply worded message on Truth Social, accusing the three leaders of conspiring against America. This may well have been the reaction President Xi had hoped for as he kept Putin to his right and Kim to his left throughout the parade. Wildfire ravages historic California Gold Rush town, destroying homes. A fast-moving wildfire scorched the historic Gold Rush town of Chinese Camp in California, destroying at least 5 homes and prompting urgent evacuations. The blaze was sparked by lightning, and fire crews battled the flames with fire engines and aircraft. No injuries or fatalities have been reported, according to CAL FIRE. What new weapons on show at huge parade say about China's military strength? China has unveiled a range of new weapons, drones and other military hardware in a massive parade that many see as a clear message to the United States and its allies. The event saw Xi Jinping host more than 20 foreign heads of state, including Russia's Vladimir Putin and North Korea's Kim Jong-un, both of whom rely on China for economic support and more. It was a display of Xi's growing power on the world stage, and of China's military prowess. The show included the Guam killer missile, the Loyal Wingman drone, and even robotic wolves. Beyond the hype and shiny new weaponry, what did we learn? Here are our 5 takeaways. 1. How well can China deploy its weapons? What was clear from Wednesday's display was that China has been able to quickly produce a diverse range of weapons. 10 years ago, the military technology they put on show tended to be rudimentary copies of far more advanced equipment invented by the US, notes Michael Raska, assistant professor in the Military Transformations program at the Nanyang Technological University of Singapore. But this parade revealed a more innovative and diverse range of weapons, particularly drones and missiles, a reflection of how advanced their defense industrial complex has become. China's top-down structure and significant resources enable it to churn out new weapons faster than many other countries, points out Alexander Neal, an adjunct fellow with the Pacific Forum. It can also produce them in huge quantities, giving it a battlefield advantage where it can overwhelm the enemy. Putin says Russia will achieve all aims militarily if Ukraine does not agree deal. It seems to me that if common sense prevails, it will be possible to agree on an acceptable solution to end this conflict, Putin said. If not, then we will have to resolve all our tasks militarily. But he went on to stress that Russia would not relinquish the Donbas region of eastern Ukraine his troops have seized. Wildfire ravages historic California Gold Rush town, destroying homes. A fast-moving wildfire scorched the historic Gold Rush town of Chinese Camp in California, destroying at least 5 homes and prompting urgent evacuations. The blaze was sparked by lightning, and fire crews battled the flames with fire engines and aircraft. No injuries or fatalities have been reported, according to CAL FIRE. Tells South Korean president he wants to meet North Korea's Kim Jong-un. President Donald Trump is willing to meet with North Korean leader Kim Jong-un, he told his South Korean counterpart during a meeting on Monday where they discussed peace in the Korean Peninsula and Pyongyang's nuclear weapon capabilities. South Korean President Lee Jae-myung, who was elected in June, asked Trump to help establish peace between the two Koreas during his visit to the White House, claiming the situation had been more stable during Trump's first term in office. I think you are the first president to have so much interest in the world's peace issues and actually made achievements, Lee said. So, I hope you would make peace on the Korean Peninsula and meet with Kim Jong-un. Trump hits India with punishing 50% tariffs for buying Russian oil. President Donald Trump's promised 50% tariffs on India took effect on Wednesday, as the U.S. risks blowing up a relationship considered crucial in its effort to counter the rise of China. Trump started the tariff rate at 25% but doubled it earlier this month as punishment for India buying Russian oil, making it one of the highest of the many tariffs imposed during Trump's ongoing global trade war. India, one of the world's fastest-growing economies and a key partner for the West in the Indo-Pacific region, is heavily reliant on trade with the U.S., its largest export market. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has vowed to stand firm in the face of what he termed the politics of economic selfishness. Britain to pay nearly $4 million in compensation after troops sparked huge forest fire while training in Kenya. The British government has agreed to pay almost $4 million to thousands of victims of a blaze started by its soldiers while in training in Kenya, according to documents seen by CNN. The settlement follows a long legal battle by local community members in the East African country. The campaigners have said the effects of the 2021 fire in an expansive wildlife conservancy in central Kenya have caused them lifelong health issues, damaged their property and polluted their environment. The mother of the shooter who opened fire Wednesday on a Minneapolis Catholic school during morning mass has hired a criminal defense attorney, as police say they've been unable to reach her. Minneapolis Police Chief Brian O'Hara stated that Robin Westman's family has been cooperating with investigators. However, they have not yet located her mother, Mary Grace Westman. Records show that her residence is in Florida. He said investigators have done dozens of interviews with the shooter's family, friends, and associates, and have talked to the shooter's father. "I know we have not been successful in talking to the shooter's mother yet at this time," O'Hara said at a news conference Thursday. Mary Grace Westman's attorney, Ryan Gary, told NBC News on Thursday that he had no comment at this time. The FBI and police department did not immediately respond to a request for comment on Friday. The rescissions process allows the executive branch to cancel funding or other actions lawfully approved by Congress. The process typically requires the White House to go back to Congress to ask for authorization to alter the appropriated funding. Congress approved a rescissions package in July that, among other things, canceled funding for the Corporation for Public Broadcasting. A pocket rescission is a secondary maneuver where the president attempts to cancel funding in a window of time so late in the fiscal year that there is not enough time for Congress to weigh in. Congress typically has a 45-day window to act on rescissions, but the fiscal year ends on September 30th, less than 45 days away. An AI simulation of a Mount Fuji eruption is being used to prepare Tokyo for the worst. Though the active volcano has been dormant for over 300 years, the videos released this week are meant to prepare the Japanese capital's 37 million residents for potential disasters. Tokyo, Mount Fuji hasn't erupted since 1707. But for Volcanic Disaster Preparedness Day, Japanese officials have released computer and AI-generated videos showing a simulation of a potential violent eruption of the active volcano.